Good day. Ira Epstein with your metals market wrap-up for this Wednesday, and we're now on May 13th, 2020, and we're at about 4:35 p.m. Central Time. Well, as you can see, an up day in the gold. Most of the other metals closed lower. I can tell you the gold was trading closer to 1722 at the last tick of the day than where it's at there, and silver a little bit higher, but not much. It was a down day in a number of the different currency markets. The stock indices got hit, and even though we saw a big draw on the EIA numbers, it was all done in when Fed Chair Powell said that we don't see a very strong time ahead of us. In other words, very uncertain, COVID-19 not under control. There's still no vaccine. There's still no treatment. Places are opening. I just saw the Texas cases went up. Remember, they were one of the states that now have opened themselves up. Not a good sign that it's going up again. When we take a look at a weekly chart of closes, we've been drifting sideways. The market is off the high about $20. It got up today at around the 1725 area as a high. When you take a look at the chart action, you're still being thrown back by this downtrend line. Remember I told you we're going into an apex. So you got a triangle where you're coming up like that, the other line's coming down, and as you move into the apex, you start a decision which way does the market break out. For the time being, well, the bulls have the control because you do have a pattern of higher lows and a higher high. What you don't want to take out on the chart right now is 1692. When you take a look at where the market finished today, it's over the 18-day average, so the bias is up. So the bulls wrestled control back today. They have the higher lows, the higher high. When you take a look at where the resistance is, in just the Bollinger Band, it comes in around the 1745.60 area, support the 18-day average. What about momentum? Well, it still hasn't completely turned to the upside. Yes, the K line, which is the red, is over the blue, which is the 39.97, and yesterday it flipped the other way. So it's a sign there. We need that follow through. If you can get it, why not get back to that upper Bollinger Band? In the gold-silver ratio, as I said, the silver had fallen back into this support where it had been gaining on the gold, and it's getting turned back one more time. Now, the silver, I understand the argument, because the argument is you're at the upper Bollinger Band already, gold isn't, that's your resistance point. If you can break out of here, well, then the next resistance is 1655.70, but you know what I teach? I teach you do not do fresh buying at or above an upper Bollinger Band. In the copper market, the pattern remains one. Actually, I can make a different pattern here. I can take this off because of how it settled, and it was wild going into the close. But I can just say that you could have higher lows, a higher high. Now, that can flip like this if you take out 233.05. That would give you lower highs, lower low, momentum already pointing down, and put into play the 227.85 area. In the platinum market, you have nothing. You're narrowing in these Bollinger Bands. You've got a pattern of a higher high, lower low. It's just, there's nothing going on right here. This market's just hanging at this 18-day average of closes, not tipping its hand one way or the other. The Palladium's back into a bear mode with lower highs, lower lows, but it's so oversold, I don't know where it's going to get the new selling from. Everything seems to be dropping away. Remember, we're a week away. We're in Michigan. The auto plants are opening too. So some demand will come as the plants start producing automobiles and using up supply on hand. In the dollar index, I want you to look at the 18-day average in red. Look at how the market just hanging there. And this is called that pipe. Look at the sideways action that you're getting out of those bands. So you're spinning. As you're spinning, you're building up energy. That energy will cause a breakout one way or the other. I don't know the direction at this point. Going home, the bulls are in control because you do have the higher lows, the higher highs. You settled over the 18-day average. Your momentum is pointing up. But whenever I'm in these bands, I don't trust them. So often you get up to that high and then you just sink back. It's a rough position to be trading out of. You know, one of the things that our good friends at Modern Trader did is technical trading tips from the top pros. And the contents of it are interesting. What is Gann Square? You should learn what it is. Benefits of relative strength, money flow indexes, rules there. I'm not a bottom fisher, but they offer some. I think that if you try to catch the bottoms, try to catch the tops, what you're basically looking for are vertical price moves. If you go on a chart, they show up. Catching them? They show up 1 out of 10 times. So most of the times you're bottom fishing, the market keeps going lower on you. Top fishing, same thing. So I don't believe in that. But to get this, all you need to do is go to our website at www.iraepstein.com. Free offers on the bottom page, you'll see that. You can always click here and you'll see the other offers that we have as well. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.